Hershey.
All right, we're live. This is going to be our SmackDown review for September 1st, 2023. Please hit that like button, hit the bell notification, leave a comment, let us know what you think. Let's get into it. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Frank. Let's get into the last SmackDown, the going home show before Payback. We've got two feuds tonight. One, they're grasping at straws with the storyline, and another one that they should have done weeks ago because now it pretty much doesn't mean, to me, doesn't mean anything. You had a squash match, and just for the hell of it, Grayson Waller finally won a match.
Thank God.
So here we go. Hershey, Pennsylvania. We kicked off SmackDown with John Cena coming out. And of course, he tells us, I'm going to be here for the next few months. You're not doing us any favors. Writers are on strike. You have nothing to do.
The actors are on strike too.
So you need a paycheck. Let's just be real here. Happy birthday, man. Or happy early birthday. He's announced that he's going to be the host of Payback. Why, I don't know. Did you? I don't know if you.
I have no idea. Why the hell is he the host? Go
ahead. That over the next couple of months, the people that he's going to be working with is not only Grayson Waller, which I kind of figured, but Cody Rhodes.
I read that. I don't know. I don't think about that yet. We'll see where that goes. I don't know.
I don't agree with that.
If he's working with Cody Rhodes, that's Vince. That's Vince again.
Cena's the handshake seal of approval
again. He did it with Lesnar. Lesnar gave him the pat on the back. Now it's got to be seen. I guess if that's where we're going, but we'll deal with that one.
I could see maybe they'll do a tag match with them, yeah. But and what's funny is he's going to India next week, and SmackDown's in Boston next week. I would have figured he would have been there at his hometown, but I guess the opportunity to wrestle in India for the first time. I mean, he's teaming with Rollins to face Imperium, so it's like nothing big. So I don't know. But what we got while Cena was out there, thank God somebody interrupted. Jimmy Uso comes out with his brand new music, and the fans are chanting, "We want Jay." And as quickly as they hype Jimmy up is as quickly as they shot him back down, because he tried to super kick Cena after Cena told him, "I've been wanting to tell you this for 3 years." The wrong Uso quit. And then he got an attitude adjustment, and pretty much that pretty much killed Jimmy right there.
I don't even know what the point of that, unless they go somewhere with that. I don't know what the point of that was. When they were going back,
a Jimmy John Cena match, maybe.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if they do that, okay. But if they don't, I'm like, what was the point of that? Because he just got his ass whipped.
I was trying to figure out the whole reason for this whole night.
Doesn't like he got his ass handed to him. I mean, I don't know how that helps. That helps him.
Because I mean, later on, and
he's explaining to Cena like why he did what he did, and I'm like, Cena doesn't care. Like,
he doesn't give a damn. He's not part of it.
I don't know.
And then Jimmy tells Solo later on, I don't care what you have to say, blah blah blah. And then at the end of the night, he's looking like he wants back in. It was the whole night was confusing. This is what I'm saying. This storyline is grasping for straws. They're like throwing stuff up against the wall to see.
Where the hell's Roman? Roman's on vacation?
Sounds like it. I mean, he's not wrestling tomorrow night. We already know that.
He wasn't here tonight.
It's looking like AJ Styles could possibly be the guy that faces Roman at Fastlane. I mean, that's the way it's looking to me. Or Bobby Lashley. I don't care who it is at this point. Just defend the title. You said 1,097 days tonight. Well, I guess that 30-day rule is out the window, because the man hasn't defended it since SummerSlam, and he won't do it again probably till October, if that. So I don't know. It's every time they tell me how long he's been champ, and it is 3 years around, I believe, around today.
That's from when he got the first belt, right?
Yeah, when he beat The Fiend and Braun Strowman, when he showed up halfway through the match and pinned Strowman and won the title, and the rest is history. So I don't know. If you're gonna tell me he's 1,097 days, then defend the damn title and come out here. You're at this point where it sounds to me like he's a part-time wrestler.
Yeah.
And if they're saying if they try to say, oh well, we don't want to overexpose him. You can't, how? He's a champion. He's supposed to be there day in and day out.
Listen, man, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell me either.
Let's just move along. We'll just be dumping on Roman, and I like him. I just don't like the
I
booking.
do like Roman.
It's just the booking.
I love
It's
I love the
frustrating. It's
bloodline thing,
frustrating.
but now
It's frustrating. Yeah.
it's like they're trying to hold on to it and see if it has one more spark in
Yeah,
it, and
they're
it
trying to like
doesn't.
squeeze every last ounce.
Take it off life support, brother.
Yeah.
It's over. Call it. Anyway, after John Cena and the Hair Club for Men, because by the way, that man is seriously balding. Caleb Braxton interviewed a pair of young, hungry wrestlers on SmackDown, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And I love how they call themselves the greatest tag team of all time. Who'd you beat? You haven't even teamed together. Matter of fact, Waller, you haven't even won a match yet on the main roster. I mean, come on here.
Gotta love their confidence.
I love the cockiness. It reminds me of a young Randy Orton.
Yeah, at least they're doing something with Theory now. I mean, you had to do something like to fix.
Oh, after
he was on a downward trajectory, like
after the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So this might work. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I think these two guys are going to be the future of the company, regardless of what show they're going to be on. They're going to be world champions. It's a matter of time, but I wouldn't push it too fast for them. So, speaking of the greatest tag team of all time, the opening match was Rey Mysterio, the U.S. champion, and Santos Escobar against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. The match itself was pretty good. I liked it. Santos was a house of fire in this match. I kind of had a feeling it was going to go the way of Theory and Waller. Reason why is because, whoever gets the last leg up, before the pay-per-view is not going to win. I don't think Theory's winning tomorrow night. For whatever reason, I think Mysterio's keeping the title unless Grayson gets involved. I don't know. Waller hit the rolling stunner and pins Escobar, and he finally got his first victory. Wow. I'm impressed.
That was good because I thought it was automatic. Oh, I thought he was going to lose, but good.
Yeah,
give him a bone.
Because remember, midway through the match, Waller accidentally hits Theory, and you think they're going to implode right away, but they don't. They keep their cool, do what they got to do. It wasn't a good night for the LWO tonight. I'm going to tell you that much right now. So now after that, Adam Pearce was in the back with Minchin, Mia Yim, and then all of a sudden, Jimmy Uso is interrupting them. He's making himself. He's being very impactful tonight, and this is pretty much the start of an ongoing battle tonight between him and the OC that will culminate later on. Now, following that is something that I was really excited to see because I thought maybe we'd get the stable name. Unfortunately, we didn't. When Bobby Lashley came out and then followed the Street Profits. Did you notice that Bobby Lashley every so often would kind of look like he thought that the Profits were going to jump him from behind? Because he's smiling and then all of a sudden he had that serious look.
I think that was done on purpose to try to throw us off.
Possible. I really thought I thought they were going to do it, and then if they did, I was going to be like, "Why?"
I thought that was a possibility, but then I was like, "That wouldn't make any sense. Why would you do that?"
It really wouldn't.
Yeah. I just wanted to kind of keep people on their toes. I thought it was fine.
Well, it's good to see that Montez Ford's going to be weekly on there because Bianca Belair is taking a hiatus from the WWE. That's why they did the injury angle a couple of weeks ago. So, it would be nice to see the Street Profits back up on top of the tag team division. But again, no tag titles on SmackDown, so I don't know what you guys are going to be fighting for. But I love how...
these guys were there. Sammy and...
Oh, yeah. They stared them down when they came out for their match. So, but I like what Lashley said. He goes, great recognizes great.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a huge compliment to the Street Profits. And we already, Lashley.
They said they're coming for everybody. I
want him to come for Roman. That's eventually. What I want to see.
I think eventually that's what they'll have the two factions go at it.
Oh, probably what they're going with. If there is a bloodline left.
There will be. There'll be some form of the bloodline.
Bloodline tryouts. Anybody wants to join, here you go. But no, it was cool to see when Owens and Zayn came out, they stared them down. It wasn't, no animosity. The Street Profits had a smile on their face as they walked by. Owens and Zayn in a non-title match were facing Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde from the LWO. Of course, tomorrow night, Owens and Zayn will be involved in the Pittsburgh Steel City street fight against Balor and Priest. That should be interesting because I read, but only one article, so I'm not buying into it completely, that Damian Priest will become the World Heavyweight Champion tomorrow night. So
yeah, that he might cash in, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Now, I don't know
see.
if he'll do it if Shinsuke wins and then they screw Shinsuke again and Damian does it on him, or if he does it like Seth Rollins, it becomes a triple threat match. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
Maybe Seth wins, but Seth is really hampered by his back, and then he cashes in. Maybe something like that.
That's another thing. I don't know if I want to believe that this is storyline because I've never heard anything over the last 7 years about his back.
Storyline.
So, but this whole thing with him and Shinsuke, the darker Shinsuke, it's real. They're really selling it good, and this should be a great match tomorrow night between the two of them. So, the Owens Zayn match against LWO, I thought was a little bit of a squash match. There was really nothing the LWO did in this match.
Yeah.
Haluva kick followed by the Owens stunner on Del Toro. They get the victory, and then they called out Sammy to the Judgment Day. Tomorrow will be the fight of your life. Okay, Sammy's real. I'm gonna say this right now. Ever since WrestleMania, his stock has been raised completely.
He's over. He's over, but they're never gonna put the world title on him though.
Never say never, man. You get enough popularity backing you. I mean, look at Daniel Bryan, look at Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Did you ever think in the wildest mind that Vince would ever put the belt on them unless their popularity grew to what it did? I mean,
it's true. I don't know.
I would hope he would be in a consideration for it that the one match, it's not only just the one match against Roman that he'll ever get. So I'm not saying give him the Rumble, but at least another title shot down the road would be nice. So following that, once again, Jimmy Uso is in the mix and things. Him and AJ Styles will get into it in the back. Solo helped Jimmy against AJ. He told Jimmy, you're out when we say you're out. This whole bloodline thing. Jimmy just like, I don't want to hear nothing from you, from Paul, from Roman. I'm out. Goodbye. At least though we thought he was leaving. And then, of course, Jackie Redmond interviewed Styles, saying that how he wanted Solo Sikoa in the ring tonight. Of course, the OC showing up saying, don't mess with the bloodline. I don't know why they're vulnerable right now. Take them out. So, and this is a match we've never seen before, and the match was actually pretty good. Now, this was what I was really waiting for tonight. The Miz and LA Knight. They showed last Monday how The Miz perfectly did the whole LA Knight thing. Yeah. I mean,
it was good. The Miz did a great job, man.
He really did. Yeah. And of course, LA Knight did bring up how Miz in the past has made fun of Cena, Rock, and he did it great, especially when he came out as The Rock.
I remember that. That was good stuff.
It was awesome. And these two, the bantering going back and forth. LA Knight did, mess up his words a little bit, but bounced back from that right away.
Yeah, he's messed up a couple times recently. I think he's nervous.
Plus the adrenaline rush.
I think it's because he knows the spot that he's in. He's getting the push, and he's there with the Miz, and he's getting a little like
he's about to receive the golden ticket, and
I hope so. But he did a good job though.
Unfortunately, he got the skull crushing finale thanks to the Miz, but LA Knight bounced right back up from that and attacked Miz at the entranceway.
But it's the curse though, because the Miz got the best of him like initially, and so that means that he's gonna lose.
If LA Knight loses tomorrow,
could you imagine?
No, they can't.
Could you imagine?
He's on fire right now.
Yeah, no, it's an automatic. I hope it's a good match though.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I just hope it's not the opening match. You don't.
No, I would hope not.
Nah, I'm sure. Never know with Vince.
Yeah.
So now, following that, this is the other feud I was talking about. How I think they waited too long. they showed before that. They showed 2 weeks ago what they did. Damage Control did to Bianca Belair, injuring her knee. They also showed when they cut Shotzi's hair. Now, all of a sudden, weeks later, we're getting this match between Shotzi and Bayley, and I thought it was a couple of weeks overdue because I almost forgot about this feud. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, no, I did.
And,
I did.
And I don't know what it is, man, but I think Bayley needs to lay off them Doritos and them Cheetos because them hips, man. I remember her back when she was doing the hugger section.
She was a hugger, yeah.
At her, yeah, and I don't know. And of course, Dakota Kai's down there, still can't wrestle. She's still injured, but they're letting her, be relevant.
She's
anyway.
there. She's there. She's a cheerleader.
That's about all she's ever going to be. Yeah. This match, it was okay. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm shocked at the outcome because I thought it was going to go the other way. I thought Bayley was going to get the victory here, but because when Charlotte came down, and first not only took out Io, and which now we know that they're going to fight each other here soon.
You know what bothers me, man? Why do they play somebody's music that's interfering in a match?
I know, right? Why just not come down?
Why not just come down?
like the old school
days. Announced them, like, yeah,
you knew somebody was coming down when the crowd turned their head and they either booed or they cheered.
I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, man, but it's like I hear Charlotte's music and I'm like, well, let's just announce that Charlotte's about to
exactly,
and then this girl, she gave her a beating like in 2 seconds. She tried to hit her with the belt and then.
So if that don't set it up an impromptu match tomorrow night, then Fastlane, we're obviously looking at this again. So, and I hate to say this, but unfortunately,
they're having a tag match, right? They announced the tag match next week, right?
Next week, yeah, it'll be Charlotte and Shotzi, versus Io and Bayley.
Yeah,
if Charlotte don't turn on you, Shotzi, just be thankful. Yeah. But shockingly enough, Shotzi pins Bayley, and Shotzi is the winner.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that one. So, and then of course they showed. We discussed it just a few minutes ago. The whole Rollins Nakamura thing from Monday Night Raw, the whole Japanese video package, which was very good, very well done. How Nakamura has gotten him from behind and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to the main event of that tomorrow night and seeing where the World Heavyweight Championship goes from here. Does Rollins keep it? Does Nakamura get it? Or is Damian Priest?
I think it happens tomorrow.
And Judgment Day too. Where
I think it happen. I like the fact that we're going into this pay-per-view and we don't really know exactly what's going to happen.
First time in a long time.
With Seth, you don't know, right? So it should be good.
But like I said, I've only seen one report of Damian Priest cashing it in, claiming to cash it in. So when there's usually just one article, that's usually just one person's opinion or speculation. There's not numerous reports out there, so which is good. I wish they would just leave it in the dark and leave the element of surprise till you get to the event.
Well, don't read it.
I know. I know. You can tell me stay off social media.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard. It's very hard.
I know.
So now our main event for the night was a good match. It was AJ Styles versus Solo Sikoa. So I like the fact that we may be looking at the OC versus the Bloodline going down the path here, possibly, if there's enough Bloodline members there. I also like the fact that during the match, Paul Heyman came down eventually. It went back and forth in this match, and it was funny how because Styles couldn't get Solo up in the Styles Clash and whatever, and just at that point when he was going to go for the phenomenal forearm, who shows up again tonight? Jimmy Uso.
Yep.
You just told your brother to pretty much bounce, and now you're helping him. Solo gets the victory. You hug your brother.
And he was about to get spiked. Heyman had to stop him.
Yeah.
Heyman had to stop Solo, yeah. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I'm confused.
So am I. And then,
I don't know
Jimmy super kicks AJ and then puts the finger up for the Bloodline. I'm like, what is this?
And I'm like, is he pretending and then he's going to attack Solo at some point? Like, is he pretending?
What's that?
Like,
What's that emoji?
Yeah, like, is he thinking like, okay, I have to figure out a way. They're not gonna let me just go, so I got to figure something out. I don't know. And
I'm
and
scratching
do
my head
they
over.
and do they know? Like, do the
No, they
writers
don't
know,
know. No, they
or
don't
they're
know.
just throwing stuff at the wall and they're like, well, I don't know. We'll see.
Find me the producer that did this one and take them off of this storyline. Now, for the most part, for the longest time, it was Michael Hayes that was doing the producing of the Bloodline. I don't think he's doing it now. So, because
No.
this is not the way the Bloodline has been going for the last couple of years. Now it just looks like, okay, let's try this week and see if the fans grasp at it. If they grab it, if they like it, we'll run with it. If not, we'll try something else.
It's feeling a little bit like the end of the NWO when
Is NWO B team or Hollywood?
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
SmackDown was okay. I mean, it kind of suffers without Roman being there. The show does
Oh,
kind of
yes.
suffer, you know.
But at
But
least we didn't get the same 10 wrestlers or 5
yeah,
wrestlers.
yeah,
You know, we got the entire LWO wrestling.
right.
Still got a whole roster that
Mm.
we probably haven't seen in a while. A lot of questions going into Payback tomorrow. Hopefully, some of them will be answered. And then when we tune in on Monday Night Raw for 3 hours,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
who knows what's going to happen as far as who's the next challenger for Seth? Will Roman be defending the title at Fastlane?
Will Seth even have the title?
Exactly. Will Damian Priest be the world heavyweight champion?
Or
Will
Shinsuke?
Finn Balor or Damian still be part of the Judgment Day?
No.
A whole lot of questions fixing to be
Is
answered.
Finn on the
tomorrow.
card? Finn's not on the
Yeah,
card, right?
they're in the tag title match.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Judgment Day against Owens and
Okay,
Zayn. Because
yeah.
there's all these other teams that have been winning nonstop, but they get the title shot.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, this match was supposed to happen at SummerSlam, but because Owens was injured, they didn't do it. So that's why we're getting it now.
All right. Well, that's our SmackDown review. Tune in tomorrow night. We're gonna go live after the pay-per-view or premium live event. Hopefully.
Get it right.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't run 4 hours. There's only 6 matches on this card, right?
6 matches and a Grayson Waller effect as of right now.
It should go off on time. So
I'm hoping so, because the last time it was like almost 11 something. It was 7 matches. It was like it was 4 hours for all that. This ain't WrestleMania.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys soon.
Take care.